everybody, it's Miss Jackie and Miss Casey from the Ludington Library Junior Room, and we're here to do a craft with you today. Today we are going to make mason jar bird feeders. It takes some time, it takes some adult supervision because we're going to deal with boiling water, so we need you guys to make sure you have help. Okay, but this is a fun craft for the entire family to do, and it helps nature, which is good. So you're going to need mason jars with handles, like this. Okay, you're going to need dowel rods, like this. You're going to need bird seed. You're going to need unflavored gelatin and corn syrup and flour and wire and boiling water and some wire cutters. This is why you need adult supervision, because lots of things going on here. Boiling water is really scary, but wire cutters are too. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to get a bowl. You're going to need a bowl and a mixing spoon, and you're going to need measuring cups, and I think that's it. Okay, and I will list the ingredients that you need, specifically the amounts, underneath the video when I post it, so that you guys can look back on it and know what you need. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a quarter cup of boiling water, and we're going to mix it with a half a packet of gelatin. So Miss Casey, would you put the gelatin in here, please? And the boiling water. Be very careful. And you're going to mix that up until the gelatin has dissolved. I'll show you what it looks like. It gets like a pasty kind of,
like applesauce.
Applesauce looking, yes. You're going to stir that up till it dissolves, and it's going to look like that. A little thick. Okay, then you're going to add the corn syrup. And you might need the spoon for that because it's awful thick. You're going to need, let's see how much, 1.5 tablespoons full of corn syrup. Yeah, it's so thick and so gooey and stringy. See? Yeah, so you're going to have to scrape it out. And then you're going to mix that together. It's really thick.
This is worse than honey.
Yeah, it's very thick. You're going to stir that up. That's good. It is messy. So that's going to be mixed together with the gelatin. And it's going to make like a glob.
A thicker
glob.
paste.
So now you're going to add flour, which is half a cup of flour. And you're going to mix that together. And it's going to turn out like a dough ball. I will get started on putting the wire on the jar handle. So you're going to cut your wire a little more than a foot, I would say maybe 15 inches long. You're going to take one end, put it through the handle, hook it around, and then you're going to feed your wire through and wrap it around that way real tight against the handle a couple of times. It's just to hold the jar real tight. And you cut it with the wire cutters to like 15 inches. And
ask for our parents' help.
Yeah, please ask for help. This is kind of hard even for me, so you can definitely ask for help. Then once you have one side hooked, you're going to take the other side and feed it through about, I would say maybe 2 or 3 inches down, so that you have like a little handle here. And then you're going to wrap this end around and around.
Can I use my hands?
Yeah, use your hands. Nothing's going to hurt you. It's just going to be gooey and sticky.
Yeah, because I think it might be better to knead the dough.
Yeah. So you're going to feed it through. This is just to give you a really strong handle so you can hang it on a tree. You sort of have to push real hard. So you have a handle, and you can hang that on a tree branch once you get all that in. All right. Is it all mixed together pretty good?
Yes. Working on getting the last of the flour in.
All right. We're going to mix the birdseed into the lump of dough that you get here. So put it back in the bowl and then dump the bird seed in and use your hands and knead the bird seed into the, sort of rip the ball apart so that it gets really mixed in well. This is great to do, especially in the wintertime when birds don't have a lot to eat. It's nice to create a bird feeder for them.
It's great sensory practice as well.
Mm-hmm. What's it feel like?
It feels a little bit like taffy. If you're pulling taffy. Like an OT type of texture. Like sticky dough. But the bird seed on top of it feels really cool.
Put them in the jars. As you mix them up and you put them into the jar, sort of hold the jar up so that the mixture is put into the bottom part of the jar. And then once you fill that up, we're going to stick a dowel rod in there. There you go. All right, so that's a good start. So once we pat it down inside the bottom, like this, see how it's in the bottom part? You're gonna get your dowel and you're gonna shove it in to the dough real tight. And then you're gonna put more, and you're gonna make it stick out a little bit from the edge of the jar so the bird can sit on here. All right, and then you're gonna fill, yeah, like a perch. Then you're gonna fill more dough into the mason jar on top of the dowel so that it holds it down. And you're going to sort of like mold it over so that the dowel is steady. You don't want the bird to sit on there and then fall off. So this will harden too. And if you wanted to, you could get like a spoon and feed it in there. You can use a spoon, you can use your fingers, whatever works. But you want to make sure that perch is in there thick. All right, that's good for this one.
It's very sticky.
It's very sticky. But you know what? The birds will love it and they'll eat it up. And this will harden, especially outside where it's cold. See, your perch is really stiff, so the bird will be safe. We're going to do another one. I made a little bit of a bigger hanger on this one. And we're going to put some more dough in there. And it'll be like a winter project for everybody to monitor. Plus it's fun to watch the birds. You know, I love looking outside and watching birds. So put it on a tree where you can see it real easy. Please ask for help because there are a lot of things here that are a little complicated, like the hot water and the wire cutters and the sticky gelatin. But your birds will love you for it. I bet you a squirrel too try to get in there too. Squirrels love birdseed.
Deer too.
Deer too, yeah.
I think that's the end of the dough, unless it's stuck to the bottom somewhere. Or my fingers.
Well, let's just pour all the other seeds in there. You can scoop them in if you have to with a spoon. Birds will love it. All right. So we made a mess, but we're feeding nature. That's a good thing. Always make sure you wash your hands before you do a project like this where you're feeding nature, because you don't want to pass anything on to the birds. So make sure you clean your hands first before doing any of this. But they're going to love it. We're going to hang them outside and take a picture and show you. If you make this project, please take a picture of your creation and show us in the comments below what you made. And show us a bird eating it. That would be awesome. Nature photos. That'd be great. So here's your bird feeders out of mason jars. Everybody have a great day. Have fun. And show us what you make. We'll see you at the Ludington Library Junior Room. Bye.